Hi guys, my name is Jesus John. This is my channel, my first Tarot, and this is your next 24 hours general reading. The next 24 hours general readings are to look into the next 24 hours to see if it have anything negative that you need to set positive intentions to avoid, or to simply just like avoid. Or if it has something positive coming your way that you can set positive intentions to bring towards you even more, to capitalize on and to not miss out on, as well as to take advantage of. So the first card is the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is talk about rest, rejuvenation, prayer, meditation, going into oneself. And then the next card is the Three of Swords, which is just as it shows, heartache, sword through the heart, hurt feelings, confusion, dark days as well, because behind the heart and these things like clouds and the rain coming down. So somebody could be feeling gloomy, it could be raining a lot, or the rain does remind you of something. It does make your heart ache. What is with these readings? The next 24 hours general is that I take 3 cards from the Rider-Waite deck, and then 1 card from this deck here, the Angel Heart Sigil, which does deal with triggering the subconscious mind, and like it does also tell you like the main archangel around you as well. So the last card in this lineup from the Rider-Waite deck is the Page of Cups. Knight of Cups, sorry. And this does talk about an emotional message coming forward. The first time actually realizing the wings on this guy. So this could be something like divinely guided, or like like you just had a spiritual rendezvous and spiritual meetings. It's like this feeling of somewhat spiritually guided. Like if this is something that you need to be, or something that needs to come towards you at this point in time for a particular reason. So you just take 1 card from the Angel Heart Sigil. So funny. Underneath the deck, stillness. The first card, the Four of Swords, rest, stillness, rejuvenation, prayer, meditation. Next 24 hours, you might need rest. Basically, you might need to actually take yourself away and really prioritize. I think for a lot of us, like we in situations now where we have enough consensus or general information to know if it is to actually like give we energy, or if it is that it will be more beneficial to recede or pull back, and for some people cut the energy completely. Yeah. So the archangel that most likely around this, if this reading resonates with you, is Safkiel, and the card is Anticipation. It's like, yeah, even though this is like just spirals, like for some reason I see in like time different numbers as though it's like it's a clock. So it's like this just meant to happen, and this heartache might encourage you to actually activate or balance your root chakra, which was the reason for the heartache and the disappointment, is so that you would have realized that you needed, like your root chakra needed balancing or activation. So, Zafkiel anticipation. Anticipations are the realizations that occur before the future happening. Rich with the presence of the infinite, anticipations are pregnant with premonition and intuition. Anticipations accompany the law of attraction. Anticipations are glorious rockets of desire, enhancing the creation of the law of manifestation. Anticipation opaque the crudity of expectations, for they never fixate on outcome. Anticipations live in the existence of the now, heralding the greatest anticipation of all, our journey home to pure spirit and into the inclusive consciousness of the source. In the meantime, Safki's heartfelt substance is reminding you of your connection with all that is good, loving, and pure in your mission here on earth. Also, it suggests that you upgrade your connection with the divine by embodying the virtues of the heart, meditating, praying, and chanting messages of loving intent. Zafki's heart sigil wishes you to shimmer with the possibility of anticipation and requests that you chant Bu Buha Svaha, one of the most powerful mantras that has existed for thousands of years to this very day. So I like this rest, this rejuvenation, this prayer, this meditation will help you and allow you to actually hear the messages that has been coming through, because it's a clock and it's who knows, maybe you miss rendezvous already, maybe you have rendezvous upon rendezvous pile up, who knows, but it's just that rest and rejuvenation will probably bring up thoughts and things that will hurt your heart, would probably remind you of the first time this actually how I feel in this card, the Six of Cups is nostalgia, childhood nostalgia, gifts being given, but it's a positive thing. I somewhat feeling if the Three of Swords is negative nostalgia, thoughts and patterns of thinking that actually you keep reenacting a situation that causes you pain basically, instead of upliftment. So first got to clarify the four of swords, the Two of Cups. So this could be coming into balance. Again, we had the wings. So it's divine time, divinely guided, the right place, the right time. It will never happen if it's not the right place, the right time, and it will only happen when it's the right place, it's the right time. So if you're like me and you just get triggered and you just worry a lot and try to fill in the blanks, try to just stay in the moment, go with the flow, balance your analytical thinking with being in the flow. So it's I think honestly just the analytical thinking is just still knowing your boundaries, still doing what you're supposed to do and trying to do the good thing, and then being in the flow is just going with the new opportunities that arise to you, and as well as just again just trying to stay positive and deal with whatever situation that might come your way, negative or positive. So I'm not going to clarify the Two of Cups. As well as this could be in this prayer and in this meditation, this is for somebody in specifically, right? In this prayer, in this meditation, in actually hearing and allowing yourself to know the voice that's speaking to you, as well as hearing the message directly, it's it will kind of guide you to your soulmate, your twin flame, for who believe in her, because this is I just always gonna jump my readings because the readers just gonna show itself where it wants to go. The Knight of Cups, emotional offer being brought to you. This emotional offer could be two things. It could be that it's coming from a long distance, or it could be that the person right there, but for some reason they just withhold the offer for a long period of time. That's just my feeling. The Queen of Wands. So somebody, this, and not necessarily normally the Queen of Wands, could be somebody who does sleep around, but I'm not feeling it is that, because again in tarot it's you just have to watch the way how the cards line up before. So in this rest, again, you could be kind of vision towards somebody or something, or it could just be that your brow chakra, the flow of the universe telling you that somebody coming towards you. That is why the first thing I heard, and then the next thing I heard is that this could be that in this rest and in this rejuvenation, you saw this person because you saw somebody who you already know, who you probably already had your eyes on, who you fantasize about or hope for, basically. But for some reason, they're feeling standoffish because of the way how they just care about themselves, as well as what I noticed on the crown, on the Queen, on one side. this person is standing in the power, this person know the authority, this person know the word, this person could be a male with feminine energy, could be a female with this Queen of Wands feminine energy, but for some reason, like the cat's really standing out. It's like this person does just seem unapproachable. At least to you, or it could also be that your insecurities magnifying on your mind and you just like scared to approach, which is normal, but like yeah, like that is what I say, right? It feeling like if it was somebody insecurities, because to clarify the Three of Swords, the King of Wands, so the masculine energy, like for some reason, like they watching themselves and they thinking like, wait till I could really bring to the table, wait till I could really offer, wait if what it is I bring will be reciprocated and accepted the way how they want it to be brought across. But I just feel like if somebody who you're dealing with, this is somebody dealing with their own insecurities, and try not to let anybody project their own insecurities on you, because it will only cause conflict. Remember how I mentioned the Six of Cups earlier as well? Like I'm talking real fast. Like, yeah, because that is exactly what I was feeling. Six of Cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six of Cups, that is what I say. Childhood nostalgia. Go back in the reading, like go back to the time, and like I didn't mention it because that is what it's feeling like this is for somebody specific. Like it just be a lot of people going through this at the same time to move to the next step, because again I feel like I'm going back to this a little. It's like I felt like I saw so many times here, but like I didn't see any particular time. It's like all the times just blurred, because it's like appointments missed, appointments that people didn't show up for, and it's like it's all this opportunity, all these positive energy that creating blocks because the right people not taking it out of the flow, if that make any sense. So it's like, yeah, that's what I was feeling. And like as I was getting into this King of Wands, even though it didn't come out in reverse and I don't necessarily read reverse, but it's like that's how I feel this next 24 hours. That is how this King of Wands feeling, like their insecurities outweighing their authority, because he has a crown as well, but it's just like he not in his power for some reason, and it will cause conflict. Rather I be internally, rather I be externally, rather I be with just the King of Wands, rather I be with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. But I think that they're not approaching, because thank God, like this Queen of Wands know why it is she probably looking like that, and thank God you're in the energy of the Queen of Wands as well, because the Queen of Wands is actually the only queen that is look standoffish. So yeah, the King of Wands might be contradicting themselves, having like battling the thoughts. And the Knight of Cups. Still, we have on this offer that coming to us. The Hangman. The Hangman is talking about a new perspective, a change in perspective, a change in direction, a will towards something new, trying the same thing differently, or trying something differently altogether to still try to accomplish what it is you want to do. But it's a pause and then a new way. Like try not to get caught up with attachments and try to go towards, literally here in love and infatuation, like try to go towards something meaningful that you actually want. Try not to be like going into the situation or approaching the Queen of Wands as if, you know, like you kind of wanted something. Like that's just what I hear. Like I know not all relationships are fake, but I hear like literally if he's the King of Wands and he wants to go towards, like know who he is, because and like know what it is you could offer. Okay, I'm not telling you to like stalk the person or something, but I'm telling you to like find out like what is the person like or something, and like take like I don't encourage being fake. Also, I don't really know what to say, but I hear Spirit like saying, Spirit just saying like honestly, just try to find out a little bit about the person and just try to meet on like mutual ground. Don't try to like take over the situation, or don't try to like dominate the situation, but actually try to like start off on mutual ground, so that way when it is that all ready to move in a direction, or they could at least be on ground one or ground zero in the same space, in the same energy, so that when it is all actually ready to move towards something, or they could actually move towards something and build something and not waste each other time and end up in those cycles. And the Hangman is all about new thinking, new perspective, a pause, rather it be for on your willing, or whether you believe in others worship or believe the higher power is willing, or you're willing, and then changing the way you think, changing your approach, stuff like that. It could be like a money matter. It could be somebody looking to change their approach on the way how they just earn the pentacles. Somebody could be, again, changing the way how they approach offers, making offers, receiving offers. I literally hear like a lawyer, so this could be the way how you just write up offers. If it resonates, like I don't know if it will reach that, my videos will reach that 5 entry, but I literally just hear a lawyer, and for some people, it just change the perspective on the way how it is you create, you write up legal documents. Try to not to outsmart or fool anybody, but try to be more persuasive and as well as more direct. I think direct because also like a lot of people actually will catch on to how we have a lot of scams going around now, and people actually want to know the fine print and your name, your ID, your address, your contact, that kind of stuff. So like do that as well. So that could actually be the warning or the message to actually, again, like if you're going into business with somebody, even if you're going to do investments, if you're going to borrow or lend, you know how you're getting back, if that is the way how you're going about it, or it could just be for, as well as like again this lawyer thing, like the way how you write up legal documents and stuff. You're trying to not outsmart anybody, you're still trying to be fair and give people like a fair deal and a fair bargain, but at the same time, so you're actually trying to actually sell your contracts, if that makes sense. Anyways, so one more card. Try not to get overburdened, or it could be that, again, I just saying like you guys need to rest, because you need to, there are like you're picking up a lot of people emotional burden sometimes. Like I literally hear now, the 10 of Wands, yes, so there's talk about actual physical burdens that could tire your body, but it's more so because let me be real, like if it is you're accustomed to doing work and like you're doing this work every single day, 5 years, 3 years, your body will adapt it, you will get accustomed, and you wouldn't be as winded, you would be able to fight through your work days more. But if it is that it's emotional baggage that is not necessarily yours, and it's like it just, it's when you pick up emotional baggage that is when you just really end up being trained, you just really end up getting overwhelmed, and especially if the baggage is not yours. Because guys, like I'm not perfect, but at the same time too, it's like while I'm doing these readings, I hear certain things, right? So it could also be that, okay, so let me say that I do not, the two of us have a maths test, and I do not the maths question, but the two of we had the same maths question. However, like I get a particular maths question and you get a particular maths question. Even if I answer your maths question, I can't get the marks for it, even though I could help you and like lift up your weight and still try to figure out the maths question. Like even if I do it and like actually get it right, I can never get the points for it. And the same thing with you, right? But it's like I, with my first self anyways, like leave my own, or probably still trying to do my own like half time and pick up yours as well, and like I trying to fight with this something, and you still going through your struggle, and I now pick up your emotional baggage and tie myself into that, which is not mine, and which I have no idea how to deal with, because my soul wasn't prepared to deal with her basically. So it's like I don't have the artillery in the arsenal to deal with her. So it's like I pick up a problem that I have to at least keep into my energy, for my energy to, it's like you get a disease, and like you have to build up antibodies to the disease. That's what I'm saying, because it's not really even your disease in the first place. Hopefully you don't have any diseases. But like that's just how I feel like the best way that Hollywood understand exactly what it is saying. Like it's not your emotional baggage, it's not your fault they feeling insecure, it's not your fault that they feel they have to do extra to stand out, or to get somebody attention, or to just feel like if they would it, or for whatever reason they're doing it. That is not your problem. That is, and you not there to justify and validate them so that they could have a comfortable day, and then you could be stuck to energy and feel overburdened, and then have to go into yourself to do healing and stuff like that. It's really not fair. So I feel like if one more card, so final advice, next 24 hours general readings. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the subscribes, the shares. If it's resonating with you, if you know somebody and it's resonating because you kind of know a little bit of the person's life and it's resonating with them, please share the video. subscribe. It's free, and I would really, 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 really appreciate it. But so far, thank you guys so much for the support. This just as though it just adding into the Knights of Cups where it's this person coming with an emotional offer. So I feel like if for some reason like this person take my advice, I don't even know. Or it don't have to be my advice, but for like somewhere along the line, like this person will come across an idea, just like as I say, basically to try to get to know you a little and come more on like even ground with you. So yeah, this is the Page of Pentacles. By the way, this is an offer. It might be small, but it's sincere, and it's an offer that somebody will be want to bring towards you to eventually make it grow into something more lasting and beautiful. So like, don't be too hard-headed and like just say no. Actually, the same way, because the whole earlier message was for like the crochet stuff, but this could also be like for you as well. If you're watching it and you're thinking like, if this person checking me out, that kind of thing, like when they come to the offer, so this part is for you. When they come to the offer, like at least hear them out, like try to understand where it is they're coming from. If it's safe and it's sincere, like like see how it goes, where it goes. But if not, and you feel like if it's just something manipulative, or like just shit in the trash, and don't waste your time or your energy. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for the likes, the subscribes, the shares. Cherish you guys' energies, because it have a lot of people who not living their best life or even a positive life, and they suck your energies because entities stick themselves onto them and they don't even know it. So you just have to be the example. Thank you guys so much for the support, and treat each other with love.